In 2002, a young entrepreneur was sitting on a plane ride home from Moscow, feeling humiliated. He had tried to buy a refurbished rocket from the Russians, but they laughed at him. They wanted $65 million for a single launch. Most people would have quit. They would have said, I guess space is only for governments. But as the plane crossed the Atlantic, Elon Musk pulled out a spreadsheet. He didn't ask how much a rocket cost, he asked what a rocket was made of. Aluminum, titanium, copper, and carbon fiber. He looked up the commodity prices of those materials. The result? The raw materials for a rocket cost only 2% of the asking price. That moment was the birth of SpaceX. It wasn't about money. It was about a way of thinking that the rest of the world had forgotten. We call it first principles. Most of us are copy-pasters. We reason by analogy. We do things because that's how they've always been done. But first principles is about boiling things down to the fundamental truths, the atoms of a problem, and building up from there. Musk says, physics teaches you to reason from first principles rather than by analogy. Think of your knowledge as a tree. If you don't understand the trunk and the big branches, the first principles, the leaves of your knowledge have nothing to hang on to. They just fall off. When you stop asking, what is the industry standard, and start asking, what are the laws of physics, the impossible suddenly becomes an engineering problem. How do you know if you're thinking for yourself or just being a follower? You use the idiot index. It's a simple ratio. The costs of the finished product divided by the cost of its raw materials, or dollar. Text idiot index equals frac, C. Text finished, C. Text materials, dollar. Musk's rule is simple. If the ratio is high, you're being an idiot. For example, at SpaceX, they found a space station latch that cost $1,500. They looked at it and realized it was functionally identical to the latch on a bathroom stall door. So they redesigned it for $30. The idiot index is a diagnostic for inefficiency. It forces you to ask, why is this expensive? Is it because it's hard or because the process is dumb? Success creates bureaucracy. To fight this, Musk uses a 5-step protocol he calls the algorithm. Step 1, question every requirement. Every rule must have the name of a real person attached to it. Not the legal department, but John from legal. If you can't find a name, the rule is deleted. Step 2, delete any part or process you can. If you aren't adding back at least 10% of what you deleted, you aren't deleting enough. Step 3, simplify and optimize. Most people do this first, but that's a mistake. Never optimize a process that shouldn't exist. Step 4, accelerate. Move faster, but only after you've simplified. Step 5, automate. During the production of the Model 3, a robot was struggling to glue fiberglass mats to battery packs. Musk asked what they were for. The noise team thought the fire team wanted them, and the fire team thought the noise team wanted them. Neither did. The part was deleted instantly. Philosophy is easy when things are going well. It's hard when you're broke. In late 2008, Musk faced the worst year of his life. SpaceX had 3 failed launches. Tesla was burning cash. He was going through a divorce. He had to choose: save Tesla and let SpaceX die, or save SpaceX and let Tesla die. He chose a third option. He split his last few $1,000,000 between both. He was borrowing money from friends for rent. On December 23rd, NASA called SpaceX got a $1.6 billion contract. On Christmas Eve, at 6 p.m., the Tesla financing round closed. He survived by the skin of his teeth. Why did he risk it all? Because of the light of consciousness. He believes humanity is the only instance of consciousness in the universe, and we have a duty to protect it by becoming a multi-planetary species. Elon Musk's life isn't a story about a billionaire. It's a story about the power of fundamental truths. Most of the rules in your life are actually just recommendations from people who are also reasoning by analogy. If something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are against you. So ask yourself, what is a requirement in your life right now that is just a dumb rule? What is your personal idiot index? Stop reasoning by analogy. Start with the atoms. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur.